How's it going, my friends? Arc Flash back with you guys again today, and I'm going to be doing a special 100 subscriber thank you video, and I'm going to be talking about Bloodstained Ritual of the Night with you guys, and something special to me that I'm going to be doing with that game when it comes out next year. And also, don't forget, guys, if you like my content as you're watching here, don't forget to go ahead and subscribe. I'll put the subscription link in the corner of this video, and I'll put it down below, and obviously you can hit that nice fantastic red button underneath the video as well. Don't forget to like it if you like the video, and your guys' support really means a lot to me. I really appreciate it, and I will get into that more at the end of the video. Thank you very much. Now right here you'll see I've got the demo. I'm playing it right now. As a backer of the game, I was able to get early access to this demo. It doesn't make me special in any way. I was just a backer like a lot of people were. This is going to be pretty much the same demo. It is the same demo as they did at E3, so nothing really new here, but I just kind of wanted to have this as the appropriate background while I talk about the game with you guys. So just to give you guys a little background on this game, it's currently in development by Koji Igarashi and his team. Koji Igarashi is obviously most well known for his creation of the Castlevania Symphony of the Night and their sequels, mainly on handheld systems like the Game Boy Advance and Nintendo DS. But Symphony of the Night definitely in my top 5 games of all time. I did enjoy Super Castlevania 4, but Symphony of the Night just really changed that whole feel of the franchise for me. Just really a landmark title. I mean, along with Metroid, pretty much invented this style of game where you go around and try to access different parts of the map, gaining new items and abilities along the way. Then you backtrack, access different parts of the map. You guys know how it goes. But yeah, with Metroid and Castlevania basically inventing this genre, he was one of the grandfathers of that. And to me, it's just a really addicting style of game, just going through and collecting items and getting stronger as you go and gaining new abilities. It's a really awesome formula that I personally never get tired of. And most people who follow this game kind of know how it came to be that Mr. Igarashi had sort of a bad falling out with Konami, just like Hideo Kojima has in the last few years as well, which is a whole different thing that we could get into later. I could have a whole different video about that, but pretty much he went on to kind of form his own studio and start creating this game, which is basically a spiritual successor to those Castlevania style of games. And the story of this, how this game came to be, is pretty cool. I mean, pretty much what happened was Mr. Igarashi saw what happened with Mighty Number 9 and all the success that it had raising money on Kickstarter, even though Mighty Number 9 has its own issues that we could have a whole different video about that one and how much of a disaster that was. But he saw how successful that was, and so he decided to try to get the rest of his backing through Kickstarter. They had some investors contributing to the project, but they wanted to see that there was genuine interest in it, so they tried to raise that last 10% of the development costs. This is according to Wikipedia, so it might not be 100% accurate, but probably pretty close. So the last 10% of their development costs through Kickstarter, trying to gain about $500,000 through this campaign. And the Kickstarter launched in May 2015. And the amazing part is, on the first day, they reached $1.5 million on the first day. And that is just an amazing achievement. I mean, at the time, it was easily one of the biggest campaigns of all time, especially in the world of video games. So by the time the campaign ended, it obviously was successfully funded. I mean, it earned triple the amount of what they wanted on the first day, but they ended up with $5.5 million in pledges, and that was just unprecedented at the time. But the funny part is about 2 months afterwards, Shenmue 3 broke the record. They raised over $6.3 million in a similar period, so it was kind of funny how Bloodstained came along and just destroyed any previous record set, and then 2 months later Shenmue 3 came along and beat that record. Alright guys, so let me just go through all this cool stuff that I am going to be unboxing for you guys as a backer, and all the things that come with it, and why I'm so excited to get this game next year. Okay, so starting at the $60 tier, you can pick either from a physical copy of the game for any of the major systems: Xbox One, PS4, Switch, PlayStation Vita, and PC through Steam or DRM-free Good Old Games. You can also pick a digital version of that too. I personally like to collect, so I went with the physical edition. Now at the $100 tier, you get that plus backer exclusive content and slipcase, plus a keychain, lapel pin, soundtrack CD, and digital album, a retro strategy booklet, and your name in the credits. That's at the $100 tier. We'll keep going. At the $125 tier, you get all that plus a digital copy of the game. So pretty much when you get up to the $125 tier, you get a digital and a physical copy of the game, is the main benefit there. You jump up to the $150 tier, they add on a hardcover art book and the physical version of the game. The $175 tier includes the art book plus the physical and digital versions of the game. And then we're getting into the really good stuff. So you jump up to the $250 collector's box. You get a shirt, a poster, and everything from the $175 tier, all in a big custom collector's box is what they're showing here. And then jumping into the $300 tier, you get the collector's box with a slipcase autographed by Koji Igarashi himself, and the soundtrack CD case signed by Michiru Yamane, who is one of the original composers on Symphony of the Night. So I was really excited about that, and if you listen to the soundtrack of this demo, it does have like a really similar feel to it, so that's going to be pretty cool. This is not a limited tier, so people do still have the opportunity to get this. Just so you guys know, you can go on the site and still acquire this stuff if you choose to do that. Now the one that I'm really excited about, because this is the one that I have and that I'm going to unbox for you fine people, is I did invest in the Play a Hater tier, which I'll mention the part about David Hayter in a minute because I'm definitely most excited about that. But in addition to all the other stuff that you get a signed print poster from the artist Yoshikata Amano, and you also get a giant map of the castle with all of its secrets in there, so that's going to be pretty awesome. So what that means is I am going to unbox all that cool stuff for you guys. You guys are going to see every item in detail. I'll film it getting my first reactions to it, and I'm going to get out that big map, and what I'll do is I'll go through with you guys and do some videos later on boss strategies, on secret rooms. You guys will see everything on my channel, and I'm going to be doing a flash review on the game for you guys. I'll be doing walkthroughs and all kinds of cool stuff, so that's what I'm really excited about to do with you guys. And probably the biggest thing that's going to be really cool for me is I did invest in the Play a Hater tier, because one of the cool things is we're going to have David Hayter, most notably known for the voice of Solid Snake, another one of my favorite video game franchises, Metal Gear Solid, as a voice actor in the game. So in the Play a Hater tier, you're actually able to get David Hayter to say a line for you, and I'm actually going to have him mention Arc Flash Gaming in the game. It should be in the sound test. So I really hope that that helps bring people to the channel and kind of get my name out there a little bit, and get people coming over here, and hopefully build this community that all 100 and some of us have built up to this point. And with that being said, I just want to say that I appreciate you guys so much. I appreciate the fact that you take the time out of your day to come watch my content, even if there's not a ton of people yet. The fact that you guys take the time out of your day when there's so much other stuff you could be doing, so much other content that you could be watching, and you choose to click on my video, and even if you just watch it for a few minutes, it means more to me than you guys can ever know, that that you're checking it out, and you're leaving likes, you're leaving a few comments here and there, and that kind of stuff just motivates me a lot, and it keeps me going and wanting to create more things for you. But yeah, I want to get it there. I want to have a community that we can all just talk about games, we can have fun, we can just go over things that are happening in the industry, and, you know, not troll each other, not get on each other's case about stuff, because I see that in a lot of communities, and it's really unfortunate. And I know that's kind of a pie in the sky dream, but I would like to build a community with you guys where we all just kind of have a good time and not worry about being judged by anyone or trolled by anyone. And I think that is an achievable thing. We just have to get there, and I need you guys' help. And I think that together we can build a really cool community together. I want to keep making videos for you guys. You know, I started this channel, as you can see if you look at some of my older videos, I started it like 8 or 9 years ago. I mean, this is way back in the day, like when a lot of the famous YouTubers now are just starting out, before Google even owned YouTube. It was just a couple of guys starting it. I mean, this is back in Angry Joe's early days, PewDiePie, Video Game Donkey, the Angry Video Game Nerd, Markiplier, Googie2988, all these guys that are really famous YouTubers now. And you know, it really makes me think back and wish that I would have tried to keep the channel growing and building when it was a lot easier to do so, before Google took over and had all this stuff with SEO and the algorithm and all these things, where, you know, you could just put a video on there and it would be viewed by tons of people just because you have a video on there. It was way easier back in the day. As you can see by my first couple videos, I mean, they have a couple 100,000 views, so, you know, it kind of makes me regret that I didn't build it more back then. But, you know, I wasn't really in a place in my life where I felt like I could be doing that on a regular basis, where now I am. Anyway, just to wrap it up, I just want to say once again how much I appreciate you guys' support up to this point. I want to keep growing, I want to keep building, let's do it together. And I really hope when this game comes out next year that it does help get some of that exposure out there. And like I said, I'm going to be doing the unboxing, tons of videos on it, boss strategy, secret rooms, everything that you guys will want to know about this game. I did order the PS4 version for a physical copy. For the digital copy, I went ahead and got the Switch version, so when I do a flash review on that for you guys, it's going to have any relevant information relating to both versions of the game, and if I find out anything about any of the other versions, I'll be sure to let you guys know. But I think this game will be really tailor-made for the Switch too, because I mean, it's made to be like a on-the-go type game. I mean, it almost seems that way just based on the 2D side-scrolling aspects of it, so I think people will be pretty interested to know about the Switch version too, especially since it'll help fill that gap of this type of game on the system. Alright guys, that's it for me. So once again, this is Arc Flash of Arc Flash Gaming. Don't forget to subscribe if you like my content, and go ahead and like the video if you feel that it is worthy of a like. I really appreciate it again, and I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you very much.